We added a scanner! Are you ready to peep the visuals on this bad boy? Check it out, you guys. I'm about to build the new block. Are you ready? Bam, look at that. It's rotating and shit. It's like it's scanning something. Wow, looks super like aesthetic. Thank you. I did the pixel art myself. It's very cool to just drift around and have this like little spinning radar dish. You know what I mean? Feels especially nice with the new pixel art shader I got going on. Yeah, it's chill. I kind of want to add more boxes that have like little gadgets like moving. You know what I mean? I guess it's got to be used sparingly, but I don't know. It's just a very cool feeling. Yeah, but anyways, I've been using this new text editor, Helix. It's really nice. It's super good. It's so much better than like NeoVim. So many fucking config files like Visual Studio where it like lags and like everything is laggy. This is like no lag and like no configuration. It just works. Like watch this. I'm gonna go to a file. Bam, bam. I'm already in a file. Now I can search for all the symbols in this file. Take me to frame. Oh, it's got it. You see what I mean? I've also been trying to remedy VG because it's free right now. I mean, it's all right. I just really wish it synced the source location with a text editor, because it's annoying to like remember the line number and flip back and forth. But I think I might be able to write something that does that later. There seems to be some kind of protocol that like Remedy communicates by. So if I had that, that would just be super sweet. Yeah, but the plan for the scanner block is it's gonna. Here, let me actually show you. So you'll see that there's these two green block boxes, right? Now what those actually are is it's a debug drawing of something that's going to look better in the playtest. The playtest? What's that? Join the Discord and play in 4 days. Big, massive content. Join now. It's going to be cool. But yeah, I tried to draw this as a line and it was really frustrating. It just didn't work. It made me very angry. But anyways, another thing is you'll zoom out and you don't see the space station anymore. That's because this is like replacing always being able to see the space station. The scanner block, it's going to have like electricity like shooting out of it, right? In the direction of the nearest block unlock. It'll look like this or something, and it'll be kind of staticky, and it'll get stronger the closer you are to it. This way there's kind of like a hunt for like the Platonic blocks, right? I'm kind of thinking maybe if you build multiple scanner blocks, it like tells you with more accuracy where it is. I'm not sure. I guess we'll just see how this is used in the playtest this Saturday at 6 p.m. But yeah, the box unlocks. So there's still going to be space stations like around the boxes that you can unlock. However, the space stations will be destructible with one major caveat. Each box unlock is being replaced by like the platonic ideal of the block. Like this is the platonic bomb block. It's like the most bomb block that can exist. Really quick overview on Plato's theory of forms. What I just drew for you is 3 poorly drawn triangles. And that's a very well drawn triangle. The idea is like among all these triangles, none of them are like the triangle. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever is shared among all of these triangles that are like messed up in their own different ways is like the platonic form of the triangle. It's like the most triangle there is. And like there's a form for everything, right? Like this is like there's a form for like a water bottle, and it's like the most water bottle there is. For each box in the game, the platonic form of each box will be literally in the game, like as a thing, and they can't be destroyed, but they can be moved around. So like the bomb block, when you touch it, causes an explosion, but it isn't perturbed by explosions, and it can't be destroyed. If it falls into the sun, it'll bounce off of the sun. If you take it out of bounds, it'll bounce off of out of bounds. You can't destroy the platonic form, and they can always be found with these scanner blocks. That's how we make it so like even if you destroy the station, the platonic form of the block is still out there somewhere. You just gotta get to it and scan it. The way I'm storing the box unlocks in the player is with a very big number, like a 64-bit number. And it's just a bunch of zeros, right? And then I put it for 1, like on that block's like ID. And this number is small enough to send every 1/20th of a second along with the rest of the game state. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, so I randomly remembered Rad Game Tools because I saw some guy that worked there. They have the worst names I've ever seen. Bink, Oodle, like I do not want to buy anything named Oodle. However, this thing looks incredible. It's a compression algorithm that is specifically built for network packets, reducing latency by like 80%, they say. Big claims from a big man. Apparently, like, learns, like, the structure of the game's packets, like, as you play, right? It's like a learned compression algorithm. I really want to get a copy of it, hopefully. Probably requires money. It requires something. I don't know what, but it requires something of whoever is listening to this. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if you guys have ever played Rust. Not the programming language for the nerds watching, but the game Rust. It's very like sweaty, right? Whoever is just on the server for the longest, like wins. That's why for me, even though they've got all these cool graphics or whatever, and it's like survival, it's like kind of lame. Like this is like my problem with games in general is like there's too much focus on like the stuff that doesn't matter, right? Like what is Rust saying about how you should spend your time? That you should spend your time like just perpetually in this like hellscape of a city in a video game? Like I don't understand why. It's just not a good thing. I mean, it's not to say like Rust is a bad game. It's clearly very fun and engaging, right? But like we don't really look at movies and say that like the best movies are fun and engaging, right? Like with movies, you don't try to maximize the runtime length. You just want to make a good movie. I think the same is true for games. Like you shouldn't be playing games forever. You're trying to make a good game that's not played forever. It's played exactly how long it's interesting for. And playtime isn't spuriously rewarded with some weird like RPG mechanic. Like the reality is game design is like way too powerful. We just don't know how to handle it. With just a little cookie clicker thing, we can get people addicted. And that power, like you runs to the game designers' heads, like, oh, we got so much playtime in our game. It feels so good. I have so much playtime in my game. Just like ruining lives. Like there's more to life than sweaty Rust playing. That's why in this game, the platonic forms can't be destroyed. So like theoretically, a sweaty player could build a whole space station around these platonic forms or something, make it really hard to get to. But I don't really know that that's very feasible or interesting because like the forms themselves can't be destroyed. Especially the bomb form would be really tricky to corral. Another thing is like I think I'm targeting this game to hopefully have a playtime at like 5 or 10 hours with your friends. I'm thinking the release schedule for this game. So there's going to be like a Patreon development of Solar System 1. Let's call this like 3 months of development, right? And then the first solar system will be finished. Multiple planets, enemies, big game objective to discover, right? And it's maybe 5 hours of gameplay with your friends, or like 20 if you're super into it or something. And of course, a lot of shenanigans to be had. I really want to make the 3-stage troll rocket ready as soon as possible. You know, like a remote control block or something. I'm doing merge block, by the way, before the playtest this Saturday. I really want to get that done. You can finally dock your ships. Yeah, but anyways, once the first chapter is done and it's stable, then we move into Steam early access. And the same thing with the Patreon, where every month a build of the game will be free. On Steam, that same build will be there as a demo. And of course, it'll let you go back to the Patreon. Like, you want more content? You gotta pay up. And then it'll be in this phase for however long it takes to explore all of the design space that is boxes in 2D space. Like, I want to make every box idea that's interesting. Like, I envision like 200 box types or something crazy. Over the course of like 3 years and like 5 or 8 solar systems, and then progressively make iterate on this idea, make it so you can like warp to different servers like in game, just a bunch of cool shit. I want to try all the cool shit I can in this phase. Then finally it'll be released for like $15 or something. Everybody who's subscribed to the Patreon at any point would get it for free. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Like and subscribe. And join the Discord now. There's a lot more videos like this one. Check out my channel. There's a playlist called The Game. You can binge watch like 40 videos.